Welcome, 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 celestial beings. Thank you so much for tuning in to the channel. This is going to be a general reading for the collective, so not all messages are going to resonate with everybody, and that's okay. Just take what fits and leave the rest. There are some interesting things in the description box for the collective, and if you want to support or continue to support the channel, please like, share, comment, interact, because we love the interaction, or subscribe if you haven't done so already. Just know that with the cameras off, I've done all the things, and when I turn the camera on, I am ready to get down to business. So let's talk about it. The energy I'm picking up on today for the collective is the energy of you are being watched. Okay. I feel like that somebody is watching what you are building. And yes, this will help increase your finances. It will create wealth. This thing that you're working on. Um, it's given a lot of energy of like, this is your creation, this is your baby, this is what you want to do, this is what you manifested, and this is what you put in together. But definitely about building this is yours, and the structure of it, and like you hold the answers to all the components of what this is you're going after. Okay. I know that at times, and depending on the level of difficulty that things have gotten in this process and putting this all together and bringing this all together, the people, the places, the things, the financing, all of that stuff, right? Some of the challenges of bringing this all together has gotten you in your head, overthinking, questioning your abilities, questioning whether or not you should continue on with this, questioning what it is that you should change, what should, is this going to work or not? I mean, I don't feel like that this has actually been put into effect yet. So it's kind of like the precursor to what is to come. Okay. And so you you can be questioning the things that probably needs change or what you're thinking you need to change about it, but you don't even know if this change is going to be effective because it hasn't been up and running. It hasn't gone into production or something of that nature. I do feel like that there's somebody around who has these high expectations of you, and whether or not that they're going to get the return on their investment in this that you're working on, this project, this business, this like being a program manager over something that needs to be put together, managed, and then introduced to whoever the market is, or to the world, or something of that nature. So that is the energy that I'm picking up here. There are some people who are in the collaboration of this, who's over the finance or who's over the money, and I feel like that they're being really tight with the budget. Okay, so it kind of feel like that you're trying to put something together with little or nothing. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify and confirm this energy that I am picking up down here and see what else we get. I'm also picking up that like you can be the senior partner, you can be the senior manager, you could be the senior something over the project, and the person who is watching you, they could be younger. They can be, I don't know. Their energy feels young, or maybe they're immature or whatever. So they can be some of why you stay in your head about this project, or whatever this is that you're the face, you're in charge, right? They also may be trying to restrict you and bound you to limits of what you can do and what you cannot do, even though your title says differently. You know what I'm saying? So that could be also some of the challenges that you're facing trying to get this, rolled out. I want to show you this image of, like, this is about collaboration. Look at these people that they're working with. Yeah. I see corporate, I see stern, I see uh I don't know, it look like somebody else just don't know what's going on, but the other person seems very corporate. I feel like somebody's watching the market, and like I said, very, very strict on the budget. Okay. What else? You got the Temperance twice right in a row, which means you're going to have to be very, very patient in this process, okay? Or you have been very patient with these people. Here's this energy again. I think it's tied to whoever's, watching you closely. But you're going to have a great amount of patience of trying to get this rolled out, trying to work around with the little bit that you do have to work with. And you are putting in a whole lot of hard work, okay? This is indicating the processes and the time that it's taking for you to get this planned out, mapped out, get the budget part in the plan. It's the you got to put together, like, it's not the proposal, but it is the actual processes, how much is it going to cost to fund this part of what you're doing so you can get the approvals. And so what you got to keep in mind is the tight budget and strict budget that you up against trying to make this thing come true. I feel like this, it feels like you trying to make miracles. Miracles happen out of next to nothing. I don't know. That's just the energy that I'm picking up on. It's like they expect the miracles, but they don't have miracle money. Okay, let me keep going. Okay, we'll hang with it. Okay, if 333 at this moment is significant, or what 333 means to you in this moment. Is definitely down here. Okay, you can add another 3. Let's see. Let me tell you. Let's see. Another 3. And the 10 of Wands twice. Was that the 10 of Wands? No, 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. Okay. This is the level of difficulty, okay? All right. So. Whoo. I don't know why I'm hearing Jaheen's finding my way back. It's like you got to find your way back to something working on this. I feel like you've been to hell and back. That's what it feels like. Finding my way back. Especially what you're going through. The energy down here is nothing but difficulty at the difficulty. It's not the task is difficult. It is the people that you have to work with who's making this difficult. I feel like, oh, I needed to say this too. I feel like that there's going to be moments where, again, these miracles are being expected from you, and you just know that it's not possible. And so it's like the suggestion is to make sure you have the numbers, the facts, the backing of why you're saying what you're saying, because other than that, they're not going to understand. The stakeholders are not going to understand. Management's not going to understand. Whoever this is watching you is not going to understand. So make sure that you have these facts and numbers to back why you're saying this cannot happen, or this you think it can happen, but because I only have $14,000 to do this portion of the project, and to actually pull this off after doing my data and my research, I went to a company ABC for this product to do this portion of the component of the whatever that is needed, and it's going to take $9,000 to do that. In order to get the other like the notes and the bolts of the to put this all together, it's going to be another $9,000 to do that. I've searched ABC company, True Ride company, and Sticks and Stones company. Nobody has these components at that rate of you wanting me to stay in the budget of $14,000. It's going to at least be $18,000 to $20,000 to actually pull this portion of the project off. I mean, that is the type of details you're going to have coming to these people saying that you can't. Other than that, they're just going to feel like you're incompetent and that you can't do the job. Okay? So I was just supposed to give you that example and give you that information. Okay? Alrighty then. So yes, about the people that you collaborating with, their mindset is like corporate. They don't have a clue. They really don't. They have not been the people, doing the hands-on work at all. All they know is what information people is pushing in front of them, and they don't know how accurate that is. Okay, so that's what you're working with. You are experienced, you do know what you're doing, but it is the other person's job who is overseeing or watching you to make you look like you don't know what you're doing, but you do. Okay, this person is going to cause all kind of conflict and chaos. They really are. It's going to be parts while working this that you is going to be mentally it's going to mentally exhaust you. You can be physically tired and things of that nature for all the time that you're putting into this. So you can be somebody who's like salaried, that you're not getting paid overtime, or this could be your own business, something of that nature, right? But I don't feel like you getting paid for the amount of work that you're doing. I really don't. I don't. Yeah, that person is making it difficult. So there's going to be a lot of parts of this where you're just going to have to wait and see what happens. I don't really feel like that you're going to be able to inflict any type of change in this early stages of the processes and in the development, because you just don't know what's going to work and what's not. Okay. So to feel like to overexert your mind about, changing the process in this moment is kind of going to be irrelevant because you don't have nothing to test it against, right? Does that make sense? Okay. So this was very specific. Again, like I was saying, the 333, I also have the 1010 back down here, or 1010 down here. However, that is significant for you. I kind of feel like this is just, okay, you got it put it together, or you getting it put together, you getting all the, the documentation, the facts, and the information, so you can make this presentation and you can present it, and it's just going to be a waiting game at that point. And so if you're going through this and this is just confirmation that this is about you, I do feel like that if you pull this off and if it gets into production and things actually start flowing, you will start experiencing, you will start financially gaining from this. Okay. But right now in this planning part, it just seemed like you're doing a whole lot of work, and it don't seem like you are being valued or you are getting compensated for this initial work that you're doing. So watch out for this lower level negative energy that is going to be trying to pull you in so many different directions and make things hard for you. Just know that there's somebody who's trying to keep you stuck, create the obstacles, second guessing yourself, keeping you feeling boxed in and restricted on what you can and cannot do. Remember, this is going to require a lot of patience from you, because the person who can actually make the decisions and the final decisions, and who really actually has to say so, is not the one that's doing all the watching. But I got a feeling that the one who's doing all the watching and reporting back is the one that you're going to really have to keep those numbers and that information close to you, because I feel like the moment that they're able to take credit for some stuff that you've already done, they most definitely will. Okay. Okay. They're also, and please take care of yourself throughout this process, because of the long, hard work that you are putting into this. I feel like that there's moments where you feeling like working so hard and so long on this. It feel like times that this maybe it could take you out, right? Like you have nothing left. Don't push yourself to those type of limits. But again, once this get into production, once this get up and going and running, it is going to be profitable. Let's get the final words out here. 1414 can be significant. My shuffle game is not working right now. Some more threes. I do really feel like, and at the bottom of the deck, find balance. That is the warning here, to not overexert yourself. Find that work-life balance. That can be a thing as well. All of these threes, there's definitely an opportunity for growth. After proving yourself, because this is what you're actually doing. You are proving yourself to these people. They're waiting to see if you can do this, if you can pull this off or not. I feel like you're not going to be able to do it in the budget they want you to do it in. And like I said, just come with the receipts and facts. And then you're going to be okay. Throughout this process, and throughout this process, I'm just going to leave it at that. I really feel like when I said being in your head about things, and the limits and the restrictions alone, right, and hoping that you will be able to pull this off because people are expecting you to, right. I feel like that this has also highlighted some insecurities of your own within yourself. Not that people have brought out the insecurities, but you're starting to bring out these insecurities in yourself, doubting yourself, fearing the worst. So this is just a warning not to do that to yourself. You're fine. Get to the presentation. You're going to be okay. It's all going to come together. It's all going to make sense. Have your data prepared and ready. Have your potential questions and answers ready. You're going to definitely need them. I think it's going to be a point where you're going to be truth seeking as well. Again, this is about you having this internal conflict with yourself. You're fine. You can do this. You are more than skilled and able to. The person who's watching you is nothing but full of discontent and boredom. They ain't got shit else better that they can be doing but pressing you, making it a little bit more challenging for you. I feel like this heartache and loss It's more of the internal conflict, nothing that you're going to suffer physically, or nothing that's going to materialize from the project of heartache and loss, unless this person is able to find that way to take credit for something that you do. That can definitely happen. And if that does, it's going to be very disappointing. It really is. So if oh boy or oh girl don't get their hands on whatever they can try to mask as their own creation, or work that they did, you'll be just fine. If they do or are able to lie about components of what you put together and make it their own, it's definitely going to affect you emotionally. Okay. All right. So this is what I have for whoever this resonated with. You're going to be all right once this, like I said, get into production. It is going to be profitable, and you are going to make more money from this. It's just the point of proving yourself at this moment. Okay. So report back. Let us know how it goes, and how you are successful and will be successful in pulling this off. Okay. You just waiting on the end result after the presentation. Okay. So I'm not going to worry about you because I know you got this. And until next time, I love you, I love you, love you.